What's going on, guys? I'm going to teach you guys a few things about Google Drive. So first thing, I've got a couple of example files I'm going to be working with to teach you guys. So you have just a basic Word document. We can open this up, type something, so we have something in there, and then we can we'll save that. So let's say that's your file. Okay, you've got a Word document file or some sort of file equivalent to that. I also have a large video file. So let's get into it. First, you have your Gmail open. That's going to work in tandem with your Google Drive. In order to access Google Drive, after you have your Gmail open, go ahead and reach up to this little square that's made out of little white dots. Go ahead and click on it. Once you've done that, go ahead and scroll down to Drive. Once you have that open, you'll see a plethora of all kinds of files, and at this point you're probably overwhelmed with what you're seeing. Maybe not by mine. Mine's a little bit more organized. As you can see, I play Dungeons & Dragons when I do have the chance. So let's get into this. What is all this? So you have quick access, which just basically is a quick reference, being able to click on any of the files that's in your entire drive as a whole. And then you have your individual folders that belong to you that you've created. In this case, I've created this folder, so we can click on it, and that just holds a bunch of books and PDFs that I have. So we can click back. And then this just kind of has a couple other files. So what is that? What is my drive and shared with me? So shared with me, if you click on it, is anything that's pretty much shared with you by other people. This was by another website that I was grabbing some things to kind of create an InDesign with the game to create my own characters in Dungeons & Dragons, but that's irrelevant to what we're talking about. And then you have recent. Recent are the things that I most recently clicked on. This is what I put in there earlier. I'm going to go ahead and delete that because I don't need that in there anymore. And then you have sort of like your last month and your earlier this year. So it's sort of a reminder what you've clicked on. Anything that you favorited, I haven't favorited anything, but if you did, it would show up here. You have trash, which these are all the things that I've put into my trash. So yeah, if you accidentally trash anything, you can go back to this and kind of restore it. So going back to my drive, let's create a folder. I'll show you how to do that. So what you're gonna do, what I did is right click, new folder. I'm gonna title this folder for the purposes of this instructional period. We're just gonna put example. Of course, we need to spell it right if we're going to do all caps. I guess I got my caps lock on. Excuse me. There we go. We have it labeled example, and as you can see, it has appeared there. If I double click on it, I open it. It says drop files here or use the new button. So you can right click, upload files, or what I like to do, the preferred method, is I like to minimize my screen. I like to grab, so you can hold down the click on your file that you want to upload, so that way you can move it around. And then what you want to do is, while you still have it held down, is hover over Google. Now you can see that the Word document has disappeared, but I still have my finger held down on the clicker. All you're doing is prompting the Google Drive to pop open, so that way when you do raise, there it is. See how you can see I still have my finger pressed down. You're just going to drag it until it says copy, and you're just going to release. What that's going to do down here is going to have a little loading, and it'll appear into your Google Drive. Once you have that, you can then click on it, and you can then view it. You can also go up to your right hand corner, and you can click print, or you can download this file. So to escape out of this, you can either click this arrow Or if we were in there, another shortcut is hitting the escape button. Maybe not. Don't hit the escape button. Apparently that does not work. Should. So yeah. Anyway, basically just if you want to get out of it after you've opened it, click the back button. Alright. So what happens if I have a large video file or just a large file in general? We'll do the same method here as we did with the file. We're going to just upload it. So as you can see, this is a large file. It took just a second just to upload. As you can see, it's finishing. It's done. It's there. You can then click on it. It'll process the video. Once it's done processing, you'll be able to click on it and view it. Or if you've sent it to somebody else, they'll be able to download it. We'll come back to that. Now, let's say you want to send an email with a large file. Compose. And I want to send it to myself for these reasons. We're just going to put the subject as example. And we're just going to go, you could either right click, attach files. So you can go down here, click a little paperclip. Once you've done that, it'll prompt a window. You'll be able to go to the left side. I tend to save things that I'm working on currently to my desktop. Some people have external hard drives or thumb drives or flash drives, if you will. That'll be sort of down here, and whatever your name of your flash drive or hard drive is. For this case, mine's on my desktop, so I can click on the desktop to make sure that I'm on my desktop. We can see that the file I want to upload is here. I'm going to go ahead and double click on it. Oh no, it says attaching file. Your file is larger than 25 megabytes. It will be sent as a Google Drive link. That's absolutely fine. That's what we want. As you can see, it took its time loading. Now it's in the email. It's going to basically be using Google Drive to hold this large file. So now that it's in your email, you can now send it. As you can see, I've received it. If I were the other person, this is what it would look like. I can then download it, or I can just click on it. Of course, it's still processing, but the video will appear after it's been processed. Like I said, you can then download it if you'd like to. So if you just click on the arrow that points downward and you just click on it, it will download. Once that file is downloaded, you can then click on the little arrow next to it. And you can, what I like to do, you can either open it if you just want to quickly view it and delete it. Or what I like to do is show in folder. And that's going to show me exactly where it is. It puts it onto my C drive of my computer. What I like to do is grab it and put it onto my desktop so I can easily find it. So since I already have it on my desktop, I'll just click replace the file. If you don't already have it on your desktop, it'll just go to your desktop. So we click out of that, minimize. As you can see, it's been put onto my desktop. That's how you would be able to download a file that somebody has sent to you that is very large. We're gonna check. It has uploaded. This is a video that I made for some video games that I play. Anybody who has a link can click on this. They'll be able to click on the video and they'll be able to watch it. I just simply double clicked on it and I was able to play it. So, going back to your email, now that it's been emailed, say this is the other person that you've emailed it to, this is what it's going to look like in their email. So, they can then click on the video itself, and then it should play. After it's done processing, of course. In this case, it's done processing. Or you could click this one. This is going to take them to the Google Drive straight. Once they're in the Google Drive, it'll just play. Of course, it takes just a slight bit longer, but it'll play. You can then exit out of that tab to jump out of that video. Alright guys, so that's just a couple things with Google Drive and how to upload files to Google Drive, how to share them, and how to email them. So yeah, I hope this has been helpful. I hope that you were able to learn from this, and I hope you guys found this useful. Leave a comment down in the comment section if you'd like to see more videos like this, or if you have any other questions on how to do anything else, and I can make another tutorial video on that as well. Awesome. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.